Guys, this
Oh,
is a
my
celebration.
friends.
Boys Room 10. Tyler, clap it up. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Shake. I want to hear some.
Shake the table.
Woo!
I'm in an earthquake.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn off my PlayStation 2 that makes like tremendous noise.
Oh yeah.
Tremendous noise.
I guess you know what? My AC's been on this whole time.
That's fine. You can't. It's not like when we're over there
Uh,
recording the shit. All right, you free losers. This is the one time that you guys get premium access to the flagship show of the M3 Premium Podcast Network, the Premium Boy Realm. And I will explain nothing. Gotta roll with us. The Premium Boys already know what's up. They
yeah.
know who they are. They know what they represent. Figure out if you want to be a part of this. You can see our videos, faces. If you,
Look, we just figured out that I haven't been using a mic for like the last year.
if you want to be, if you want to witness that, that was fun. That was a fun realization to come to together.
One day, we had a camera, and that didn't work out. So we'll get a camera. None of my stuff works.
No, none of this. This podcast was kept apart for so long by things not working. You know what I just realized? I want to think about something. Did that mic that you have now ever work when we recorded the Blink 182?
I don't know.
I think it had
Well,
to. I think it had
no,
to
that
have.
one had because that was plugged into my that was
Yeah.
using my desktop. So yeah, that was working.
Back in the early days when we were like, let's not use this garage that's
Yeah.
essentially soundproofed and be out in this living room every week where people live.
Right.
Really, really helped me unleash the bits. Especially like the few times where Andrew wouldn't go. Oh, and I'd be like, well, I gotta do PG podcast, but I still wouldn't because he's a
PG podcast.
yeah, he's a sensible young man. Welcome to the boys' room. This is it. This is the 10th episode, dude. The boys' room is catching up to everything, but the Wallog is on your all's asses. Episode 8 drops today.
Oh well, yeah. You're a ABC in every day.
I am trying to.
You're always contenting.
Yeah, I'm getting there, but it's not as much effort as you think, but it also is. It's just weird mix. Like I thought it would be this crazy amount of effort, and it's not. But it's just a regular amount of effort. That's you're still not prepared for. Like it used to all seem unobtainable, and now things are happening. I just made some Twitch emotes of you. I added you to this tier 2. People have to pay
saw-
more. They have to sub $10 to get your emote. Like it's fucking great.
My emote looks like I'm so fucking high too.
Oh yeah.
Both of them cracks
Oh.
me up.
It's pretty phenomenal. So we said we're gonna lead off with that's right. So we'll preview the next episode, kind of explain how the taping structure has been working going forward.
Yeah.
Maybe have a candid discussion of what that's gonna be like, and then we're gonna preview some projects coming down the pipes. Tyler's gonna eat on stream. This is no holds barred. Sorry, gotta deal with it.
I stopped eating on the main one. On the
Yeah, but that's still. I mean, if you decided to eat on a main feed episode, nobody would say anything. You got to remember that too. You could return to the bit, but this isn't a bit. You're choosing to eat.
this is my breakfast.
Yeah, you're like, well, I could do a podcast and eat breakfast. I can do both.
Yeah.
All right.
Eat my leftover hush puppies.
That's incredible, and I love it. So we decided going forward to prolong the life of M3, to cover more topics and to make it easier for you to listen. We tape 2 shows, essentially 2 weeks of main shows every time we meet. So it goes one, like the last week's episode was released essentially as soon as we finished it, live to tape. We finished it. I put it together while we were taking a break, and it was out 30 minutes after we finished taping. We went and recorded, a lot of stuff that night, but we recorded the episode for the next week that same night and scheduled it for release. It's up, it's ready to go. It's just scheduled, for release Friday at midnight. Now, that's what we're doing going forward, and it's a really good idea, and I'm glad that we're doing it. So that will give us a chance to kind of, on the boys' room, give you an idea of the stuff that we talked about, kind of preview it, get you excited for it. If they're in the future, like you have any questions, we will field them here too. You got to remember that. Like if on the Patreon, if you're smart enough to get here and pay for it, I'm not going to plug it. I know this is free on the main feed, but we're bringing the premium energy. Like we're bringing it. You got to go in the description. I'm not ruining our premium boys' days just because you're not smart enough to drop the $5 yet. Do you want the insults to stop? Then get over here. It's easy. You pay for our love. That's what's happening. That's how we're doing it, and I have a lot of fun doing it because we essentially have one episode based heavily around the lore and just what M3 is going forward, and then we pick something kind of random to talk about. It may not always be like that, but that's kind of what's going on. Ish.
Yeah, that's a good sum up. You gotta get over here and pick what team you're on. You know,
Yeah.
whose team are you backing? We've already gotten some drama.
We do, and I'm happy. Chives was like, you know what? I appreciate dissension. Like, I appreciate people with the balls to dissent. And Chives would be like, you know what? I'm from the Parkway. I'm a night chimp. Fuck you. And just put his stake in the ground and said, let's go night chimps.
Yeah, if you listen to the last episode, I said I was going to put up all the logos on Patreon, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
And
you did.
You did. Even some of the reject ones.
Mm-hmm.
Really just the only reject ones were the night chimp ones.
Dude, that like Yakuza vibe night chimp one was incredible. Was an incredible
all
piece of art.
smoking.
Yeah.
Like other than the karate chip, like I can't tell you how many.
Still fun though. That was something like you'd give to a streamer, but
yeah,
the rest of them are like 10 out of 10, hot fire. Love it, and you got to get over there and you got to see them. Yeah. Pick your team because those teams will come up. Your allegiance to one of the 5 houses. What 5 bone mares? What? There's 2 bone mares? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's 5 teams. 4 sections of Crofton. We've decided to split up Chapman Farms. We've decided to divide them amongst themselves. Divide the fandom.
I really want to find somebody I tried to get us, you and me, shirts printed for like Throb Hogs jerseys, kind of like shirt jerseys. But to get like one-offs, it's tough. And like they want you to make build 48
build teams. You got to build the teams first. I want to essentially I think the patrons should get first dibs at being captains or owners. I think we should be able to claim the Throb Hogs. I do. I think the 2 of us were
obviously.
I originally thought it's better to pit us against each other, but we've done enough. The original game of Wiffle Cricket was played betwixt us. It's already we could settle the rivalry on our own tuft.
Yeah.
Main feed people. Hey, come on, $5 and you can get what that means. That's our tuft. I feel like we need to share the tuft as a team now, but it should only be 4 aside. We only need 2 more people for the Throb Hogs. Chives has already claimed the Night Chimps. He is the captain of an owner, captain, manager of the Night Chimps.
Player coach.
Yeah, so we have 3 franchises left, and 3 patrons who are around now. Matty, we're gonna have to make an executive, obviously, of Wiffle Cricket. He's not around. He should be like an executive free agent. There it is. You've been named. Matty is the executive free agent of Chaos.
EFA.
Yes. Well, no, it's all under Chaos. But maybe EFA executive free agent. That's right. He's the EFA of Chaos. All right.
I still got to come up with a logo for the
Crofton
Chaos
Authority
League.
Sports. Crofton Authority on Sports.
I started making the video for the original conversation where we talked about bone mares and what the hell they were. I think it was like Blue Streak 3, I think, or I don't know. I don't even remember what that was. Yeah.
That bone mares conversation is wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So I started doing that. I spent all morning making the if anybody watched the IFL video with the explosion logo for the Throb Hogs, I made that for every team.
Oh my God. Introducing starting lineups.
Yeah, I really need to. I have an extra computer. I need to put together a better computer. I have so many. I have all these if you ever watch like the intro to like NFL games and stuff where it's just like high velocity like graphics and intros. I have a bunch of those packages.
Oh God, yes.
That I can change to kind of look like Throb Hogs or really any team, stuff like that. But it, like they murder my computer. I have to have like Adobe After
You
Effects
got
and
like a
Adobe.
graphics card, dude, and like
I
some
know.
RAM. Like I'm telling you, we
Yeah.
M3 need guys. Listen, if you want to realize these things, I'm dead serious. Dead serious. Excuse me. I'm focused on the Throb series, the eventual championship series. My mind is in bigger places. But if you want these things to happen like now, if you get your friends to join the Patreon and become patrons, this money that we raise through Twitch, through Patreon, is immediately going to just balling out on equipment that we may use to just take our bits to levels that, again, the goal is to make people go, well, obviously, surely no one would go to these lengths to bamboozle me, to deceive me. And they don't know these two psychos behind the controls of this high-tech equipment.
I'm ready.
It's
I
there.
have so many dreams of like just shit I want to like pump out content wise, like graphic design wise and
I mean,
video wise and stuff like that. It takes so long on my computer.
we need to do so. And I'm here, frank conversation. I'll see what's on Twitch because Twitch is also a really good way. Like when we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's preview this episode in a second. But I'm gonna have all the stuff up here to talk about it. But
Hey, this everyone to know what the boys' room and this
Yeah.
is the boys' room.
this is the fucking boys' room. It's just chatting about the show. You know, this is a little less in character. It's not with log levels of candidness, but it's close. Burt more. All right, let's just talk about this episode. Then we'll preview ways you can help support the boys and make all of our wild bits and dreams come true. So we
I'm
talked
excited about this week.
I'm super excited about this week. I want to send it to Mama T and just be like, hope you listen to this. This is an hour. This is an hour about how great your place is. All right. So before we get too far into it, so we did an hour and 8 minutes exactly on a place called the Old Bowie Town Grill and how it kind of shaped a really important part of our lives. Like, really important part of our lives. And we were pretty specific about the people and the place and the things because, one, it's still an active business that still needs your money. And you should, if you're within 50 miles of it, fucking drive there and go. You know, like, if you can't bring it upon yourself to give us $5, all right, you know what? Then go give Mama T 20.
It's funny. We did an hour on it, and I started thinking about all these stories and everything afterwards. I'm like, oh my god, like didn't even scratch the surface of
No.
our time there.
No.
Of just
And that's why I kind of also want to put this on the main feed just to like, hey, there's an episode coming out where we kind of brush on a lot of things. A lot of people get forgotten.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of people in the moment. Like the reason I have no problem saying Mama T, Teresa Thompson is because she's not a public figure, but she's public enough because she's a business owner trying to make money, which again, fuck yeah, go Mama T.
Yeah.
You deserve it. And you kind of want, like, she's everything. She's the owner. She's like the head server. She's the server trainer. Like she's the head bartender. She's everything. And she's also the brand, you know? I don't want to say the word mascot because that's seems demeaning, but
brand.
she is like, you know what? Of the roles she has, she will dress up like a mascot. She did. She put the bunny ears on. She will will do it.
You know, there's a story I didn't get to tell. I'm going to tell it real quick right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you mentioned the bunny thing.
Mhm.
So, there's a flower shop like 2 buildings down.
I worked there for a
And
day.
at the flower shop?
Yeah, and it wasn't like a bad day. It was just like I filled in because I worked at the I was a florist looking for a second job, and I did it for one day. But I delivered in my dad's shitty brown truck, and I don't think they like that. Totally get it. I was 20. They're very very sweet though. They used to come in all the time.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we lived across the street from them. So I'd go over there to get flowers for holidays, occasions, whatever. And the owner was always so nice and awesome. Well, during the pandemic, at some point, she got sick. I don't think it was with COVID. I think she just got sick. I could be wrong. And she lives like a good distance away. I think it was like at least like an hour away
Over the
from us.
bridge, right? Over the Bay Bridge.
Yeah. And Mama T heard about that, and I believe she like made some soup and kind of put together a nice little care package and drove all the way over there to her house and surprised her. And I think she was like wearing the bunny mask and stuff like that, and gave hugs and like that. It wasn't asked. It wasn't. It's just out of the kindness of her heart. That's what she just wanted to do that day.
Yeah.
And that it's stories like that. There's 10,000 stories like that.
Mm-hmm.
That just happened to be one that I heard recently that I really loved.
Yeah. No, she could like that was the kind of the point of the episode to be like, hey, if you got a chance, go eat here. If you don't, tell your friends to. It's a story of just like a scrappy small business. That's not to get weird and bring this up. Like, I'm not trying to pull a Cody Rhodes, but that's kind of America. Ain't that America? That's the John Mellencamp song. That's kind of it in its own, in a little slice. Like, that's the positive version that some people, in a sense, all of us kind of still hold on to, that you work hard at something you're really good at, and you can make a success out of yourself. And that's somebody who works fucking hard, fucking hard. And I want to see, I want to see that place blow up and flourish. And I hope there's this, I just want to see another open mic era. That's maybe a little tamer. That's a little easier to, that's a little more sustainable. That's not a bunch of lunatics, but being able to sustain that, like, what I appreciated, like, and I'll tell some stories real quick. We'll kind of add, this is a bonus here. She still didn't take, like, Mama T is all of what, 5 feet, what? I don't even, like, she's not a tall woman, and still would take nothing from these people my size. I mean, I obviously was never an issue, but just these young, spry, fucked up kids. She'd get up in people's faces if they needed it. She would scream at people and tell them to get the fuck out of. Not, I don't think she ever really said that, but you know what I mean. I'm exaggerating.
It's not cursing.
No. You never curse. That's just my.
But yeah, she would stand up and defend.
Yeah.
Herself. She would defend other people. She would defend the restaurant. But
never held a grudge. I never would be like people could come back in the next day. I remember somebody started a fight on St. Patrick's Day. And
which fight and which St. Patrick's
exactly,
Day?
yeah. Well, yeah. I remember it was, what was his name? Oh, great fucking dude. He played in Dozer. He played with the Morrison brothers. Dave Benson.
Oh yeah.
He pulled. I was working that day, and like there was some dude reaching over the bar. I think reaching at like Sarah. Reaching at Sarah. Like not okay. And Dave was, like kind of grabbing on him, pulling him off. And I walked up to Dave and like, Dave, what are you doing, man? And he's like, no. This is all he said. He looked at me. He's like, no, him. And I think we all kind of got it. And Josh Fowler helped. Yeah, Josh Fowler helped pull him down. Another good dude who I think like doing mortgages or whatever now. He kicks ass. Mm-hmm. Got him down the stairs, got him out. I remember the whole time Mama T's behind us going, don't hurt him, don't hurt him, don't hurt him. Because she knew it was under control. Like, okay, she would never selfishly be like, and fuck you and the horse you fucking ran in on. We had him. He's leaving. I think she understood people using alcohol and, intoxication and things like that. There was just a deep understanding of people, whether it be their consumption of everything. It was just, a smart lady. And I appreciated that. And the guy was able to come back in the next day and pay his tab and apologize. Goes to show you like what level of forgiveness, and just maturity. I think maturity is a good level. And, that's not tied to age. Maturity is definitely not tied to age. I know a lot of people, old fucking people that are not mature. Me, not mature.
I'm the mature one in this, this relationship.
Yeah, like that's not a bit too. Like not at all. I try. I've definitely gotten a lot more mature. Even like when I first had Tucker, I wasn't there yet. I think it was like after Wise Eyes is really when I kind of just got over a lot of shit and just let myself be older a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Get fatter. I let my weight match my maturity level.
You're a beautiful man.
I am. See, you noticed that I did not say ugly. You noticed that that's never brought up. You'll always hear me like, God, I'm quite fat today. You'll never ever hear me say, or I'll say, God, I'm looking rough. I'm looking old. I'm gorgeous. I'm a 10 out of 10 in the M3 universe.
Today I feel bloated.
Today, I always feel bloated.
I
Consistent
had
bloat.
for Father's Day, I had crabs with some hush puppies and shrimps. But then we went into the pool and sat in the sun
What's wrong with
and it
you?
got really hot. And then we went inside and then we ordered Chinese food.
How much? You know what Hey, you know what I never see you drink?
Water?
Water.
Never.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't get thirsty?
No. Well, if I get thirsty, like I just drink anything else. I don't know. I'm not a big water drinker.
Water
it
rules.
unnerves. It unnerves Callie to no end.
It
Especially because like she has
unnerves
to like
me.
chug like gallons of water like every day, and I'll be like so we got Fitbit watches at some point, and we were like, oh, we'll start tracking stuff, and I was like, oh, I'll like track my water, track my food, and I went like I don't know, like 2 weeks and like hadn't tracked any water. She's like, hey, you didn't track your water. I was like, yes, I did. She's like, you didn't
Tyler.
put anything in, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't
All right.
drink water.
No, all right. No, stop, because now you've crossed the line. So the reason you see this gator here is because I'm trying to put some electrolytes in. I'm trying not to buy packs of water anymore. I got a cooler. If friends on my personal Facebook
saw.
I am in the next dimension. I'm already 3/4 of the way through that first bottle.
How else is the mayor gonna tell funny stories around the water cooler without a water cooler?
You want to hear? All right, so double funny story. I won't go as far as. And yes, how will the mayor? The mayor will just arm up, say, "So,
Oh my God,
about martial law."
that's the photo. You need to get your mayor uniform on and take a good photo next to the water cooler.
Dude,
so
come
we can
over
have-
and we film by the water cooler.
Yeah.
The mayor's water cooler chats. Get a camera. Come over. We'll
Oh
film
my
it.
God.
There it is. Welcome to the boys' room, where bits
on.
are born.
I gotta write that down real quick.
Um,
You keep talking. I'm just
Yeah.
writing down the water cooler bit.
for a lot of people listening for the first time, I guess maybe this is peeling back some of the layers. So the ultimate goal of the mayor bit is a series of some sort, some sort of limited run HBO R-rated series. But no, like we were trying to do
Mayor and
something
Me.
with it. Yeah, the mayor and me is the working title. And I wrote a scene last night while I was out with Michelle. We went to a brunch.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'll share
A
it with
brunch
you now.
last night.
Yeah, last night. Night brunch.
Night brunch.
Night brunch. Write that down too.
Night brunch. Night. Now, when you say night,
Crofton
do you mean-
night brunch. No,
Yeah, do you mean-
I misspoke. We went to brunch like during the day, but you saved night brunch because we can use that
like darkness night, or like I'm a night brunch,
again.
a
Again,
night's brunch.
again. You know what's funny? This should be like the pregame ritual for the night chimps and the night chimps. No, because
The
if there
night
was two, yeah, they're the night brunch. But anyway, that's just save that. Just like the various
Okay.
names I send you. Just be ready to have them when we need them. All right. Where was I going? We're doing a bit. Remind me.
You went to brunch. You
All right, brunch,
wrote a
brunch,
scene.
brunch. Yes. All right. Here's the mayor scene I wrote for the mayor and me. The mayor and the director are sitting down like for brunch, and it kind of would mirror the thought process me and my wife had at brunch yesterday. So we went to this place, a strange place. I won't name it. The food was really good. Service was terrible, and the vibe was off. But the food was really good. Almost worth all of the bullshit. And we go in there. It's one half. From the outside, it looks like an Italian restaurant. When I say a mid-level Italian restaurant, not like super fancy, but not like a pizza parlor. Mid-level Italian restaurant. You can probably picture what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You've seen 1,000 of them. That's what this place looks like on the outside. You walk in, it looks like a Jersey diner with a couple of Italian flags on the wall. And it's
Love it.
very just Yeah, strange. It's very strange. They have a full like Italian restaurant menu, but they have brunch on Sundays and Saturdays. And we went to a Father's Day brunch that nobody goes to because it was not busy. It was very telling.
I think I've seen this episode of Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, so we go in, we sit down. We sit there for 10 minutes without having a server come to us. The owner sits us down. He's obviously the owner because I looked his picture up on the website while we were sitting there. Actually, this girl comes over and is like, hey, do you guys want something to drink? And again, I am a stickler for service, but I'd never under tip. I never say anything. I don't complain. I sneer at my wife who says, shut up. And we still never tip under 18. Like 18 is, did you give me terrible service? Horrific service is 15%. Like horrific, I want to, like reach across the table and choke you out. You're still getting 15%.
I'm going on Yelp later.
Yeah, except I won't. I'll tip you 15. Like the most egregious thing I can do to a server is tip them 15%.
Was the restaurant in Crofton?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
It was in
I was like, I'll call him out.
No. But again, she wasn't like terrible. Again, it was just, I'm going on a rant.
Yeah.
Still, she was fine. It was good. But I asked for a mimosa, right? And she brings it to me. My wife gets a mimosa too. And we place our food orders like immediately. She's like, okay. It takes a while to get the mimosa. Get another like 5 minutes. It's a small restaurant. I can see the bar. I can like where my bathroom is. I can see it. It's like I can see there's nobody here. And then eventually, they're sat up there for a while, and I think the server just goes and gets them, brings them to me, and I'm just kind of like, all right. She's like, can I get you guys anything else? And it's like, I mean, while you're here, this is gonna be gone really soon because it came in a small glass. I was like, just ring another one of those up.
Yeah.
She gave me this look, just like people don't do this here. Like just very, very like what?
I'm gonna need you to take this and put it in like a soda glass.
Yeah, but pretty much, Michelle was just mortified and thought it was hilarious. Was just like, did you see the look on her face? She's like, they're gonna spit our food. Like we're gonna get kicked out. The manager's gonna come over and cut us off. And funny enough, the manager was the guy who brought over the second and third mimosas. Because I did get a third. But what this led to was I was like, Michelle, you just helped me write a scene for the mayor and me. So the mayor and the director go to that diner. Go essentially somewhere for brunch with that kind of vibe. They think they're going to a brunch. It has mimosas. And they come to the table like, hi, so we have a three mimosa maximum. And I feel like the mayor would be the kind of person who just like look at the waitress, just very like, oh well, you know what, just go ahead and bring the maximum. We'll save each other a lot of trouble, and then continue on. So it's not like a big punchline there, but that's the mayor and me. I feel like that's like almost a cold open. The mayor gets 3 mimosas.
I like it.
Just
I wrote it down.
Just bring me the maximum, and that's not.
What's your maximum mimosa limit?
Yeah.
Your maximum, your MML.
What's your MML?
Yeah, it's Hey, before we order anything, what's your MML?
Yeah.
There's some show did a joke about is it TTP? Time till penis. I think that's what it was. TTP. It's like how long? So like when you create like a video game or something, like how long till somebody draws a dick on it? TTP. So it's like that. The MML, like maximum mimosa limit. I'm gonna write that MML down.
I feel like that would actually make the scene funnier, where it's just like, sits down with the director, cold open, and the person comes around like, hey, how you doing, Cindy? Hi. Do you guys mind telling me your MML?
I'm gonna start
or what
on the Crofton site. I'm gonna start listing the restaurant's MML as like a stat. Oh my god! So like my Wednesday, small business shout out. I'll start hitting them up like the day before.
You can have
like,
standings.
Hey, what's your MML?
Listen,
I need your stats.
I laughed at the second part of the riff. Listen. You can do. You call it chase for the cup, right? Are you familiar with NASCAR? How they do? They have chase for the cup. The way they do they have 36 races. The last 10 races of the year, they narrow it down to 12, and then 8, and then 4. The chase for the cup is going to be us ranking their MMLs, reaching out and saying, look, if you want stay in the chase for the cup. We're gonna start eliminating after a couple of weeks. You want to just trying to raise that
pump
MML
those numbers up.
and list the standings every week. It should be easy to make a chart to put on the front page of Crofton every week, like weekly MML power rankings.
Oh.
Yeah, you have
This
to.
week's Nona Angelinos or whatever. Nona Angelos?
Nona Angelos MML, and they play ball. I feel. I know Fat Boys would play ball, but they don't do mimosas. Do they?
Oh no, I was thinking of the other one, the vodka.
What
Orange Crush?
if
Orange Crushes.
we could get Fat Boys to start serving mimosas because they want to join the MML chase for the cup. You have a 3D printer, Tyler. We can print the MML cup.
I printed a really shitty trophy for oh god, what was it? I don't know. It was going to be like if you ever watched The Office, there's they have a little Dundies award, and I tried to make a Dundee or something over the pandemic we were doing a contest for, but it printed and it fucked up and it turned into a horrible nightmare, and it just looks horrendous.
But you know what? At the same time, we're learning that put a little money on it. I'll go halves with. We'll go to the trophy store.
Yeah.
Buy a cup and get it engraved. And the chase for the MML. No. So the Crofton Authority on Sports, the Chaos MML Cup. Sponsored by Chaos.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
And Blue Chew.
And Blue Chew. I hope. I'll reach out. Listen, Blue Chew. Do you guys want to? You guys will put your name on anything. I listen to a lot of podcasts from a lot of different spectrums of belief. You guys are on all that shit. Don't even pretend.
Don't care.
But that's all right. So we know MML. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. You gave us MML.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
I gotta pick a restaurant for the week and reach out to them.
Yeah, look, what's your MML? And just really, you have to reach out to a couple.
Maybe I'll just do Fat Boys. That'll probably be easiest.
Reach out.
They're pretty active.
What's your maximum mimosa limit? And the thing about it is, what if people say infinite?
Well, see, it can't be infinite. Because then I need to know, so your inventory is infinite? No, that's impossible. What's your maximum mimosa limit? How many mimosas can you serve at this time?
And we'll kind of pair that so they'll almost be like slugging percentage and batting average. How many have you served?
Ooh, oh shit! Let me get that breakdown.
The MML Cup, sponsored by Chaos. We're gonna have to. I feel like the biggest thing was to go buy the trophy first to have it. Be like, listen, this is what you're competing for. Okay,
this is it. This is the big one.
This is the cup. The mayor will come and award you. No, I would get a banger of a trophy. I would get a big ass motherfucking cup that two people have toys with tassels on it. Yeah, it looks like the FA Cup. Those aren't that as expensive as you think. It's a matter of size, okay?
Yeah.
Then when they get it home and it inevitably falls apart, the pictures have been taken.
That's not our problem after that point.
No. So let's explore that on the next live M3, and let's get into talking, because I know you said until 11, so we got about 15 minutes left of talk about the future. Can you hear Tucker in the background? Because I feel like he's sounded off back there.
Nope. Can you hear Marv mowing my lawn in the background?
Yeah, no, the mics aren't picking this up, so good.
Awesome. Perfect.
I feel like I'll tell Tucker, all right, dude, I'm going to do this real quick, quiet then. He's like, all right, and 30 minutes in, he's just like, just can't, he just whoa, there's something I'm supposed to remember, while he's banging on a door. And it's fun. Kids are fun. We're going to the batting cages today to crank off with a couple of hogs. We're going to smash a couple hoggers out there, you know what I mean? Crank a couple into the upper decks. Oh, God. All right. So, yeah, again, next episode, all about the Old Bowie Town Grill, with a big chunk about Mama T, one of our favorite people, one of the best people on planet Earth. So check it out. It's going to be really fun. And check one little plug. Premium Boys, ignore this and forgive us. We just want to increase our numbers here. But patreon.com/M3 podcast. That's in the description. We do one of these every Monday. Along with all the other shows we do on the premium feed. There's way more shit on premium than there is on the main feed. There's about 35 episodes of premium content on here, as opposed to 16 on the main feed. So come on over. All right,
come on.
There's one thing we were gonna mention before we talked about the future. What was it?
It's what I would like to send.
What
is that? Is that what we were talking about? You came up with the idea of sending the IFL a condolence, like, edible arrangement.
Yes.
So badly I want to do that.
Yeah.
So we can set up, but I would like to just go to the Sherry's Berries website real quick.
All right. Hold on. It's like I'm gonna peek my head out this door while I'm going to Sherry's Berries and tell him to quiet down. He's screaming.
Yeah. Boys room. Yeah. It was a really good idea. So if anybody didn't hear on the last episode, whatever, the IFL
Madden. That's why
had to lose a team.
Time.
Look at him. He's just talking over me. How rude. I was trying to fill everybody in.
No, I don't care.
He just keeps talking.
Shut up.
He just keeps talking.
No, I have the headphones on. He's getting clapped. He's getting clapped. This is the boys' room. This is what happens.
I was informing everybody why we need to send a condolence basket to the IFL. They had to lose a team over this past week, and they have not responded to our invitation to invite the Throb Hogs into their expansion.
No,
but
you know, the Extremes logo, because I would want the berries to like be in the color of the Los Angeles or Louisville Extreme.
Oh my god, ooh, that's a good idea. Oh, I don't want to open up Audacity. God damn it.
Oh my god, this is what a night. I kind of want these. Look really good.
Yeah, are you looking at them? So
yes.
They have, if you're on the website, they have the occasions bar. And they have a bunch of occasions. They have like baby showers, business gifts, get well soon. Now they have a get well soon, and they have an I'm sorry and sympathy.
Well, real quick, let me see. I'm gonna go over to screen capture. I might be able to show the people. Okay. Yes. Rover, Ron. I'm there. They can see. We're looking at Sherry's Berries.
Oh, awesome.
We're live.
Yes, huh?
We're live. We're looking at Sherry's Berries.
We're live on Sherry's Berries here. I'm gonna go to the sympathy page.
All right, sympathy. So where is that? Help me out.
So if you're on the main homepage, there's you got that bar menu. It says birthday, bestsellers, all berries, occasions, and then you got sympathy.
Hold on, so my orders. I will order this, or I will do it as you do it. Like, just show me. So we're gonna go to sympathy. Shop our bestseller. Sorry, I'm into this and trying to multitask. I'm really excited right now.
Oh man, they have a basket. Oh my god. Sympathy. Let me know when you're on the page.
Oh, I said I just typed in sympathy to the top.
Oh, okay.
So I have 7 results for sympathy. Our thoughts are with you, sweet tribute, comforting embrace, comfort and peace. Always in our hearts, forever remembered.
Oh, I'll do the same as you, so you can.
Yeah, where were you? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, there we go. No. This is good. This is actually what I was looking for. The other one was there was like a basket of apples, but this is forever remembered.
Yeah. All right. So
and it's $69, which is so funny.
Yes, $69.99. I will Venmo you half of this because I don't have my card with me, or we can just do this. Yes. Do you want to send them? Forever remembered.
Yes, and I want to see. Can we put a message on there? I hope. Right? We got it. We got to be able to put a message.
Well, let me just kind of look for 1, 4. Add a card, because we can make this a separate. We don't have to do this on the air. We know how to do this. I will make a separate video on the and just put it on the M3 YouTube.
Of us doing this.
Of us doing this, yeah. So we could plan it and do it together in the same room. Because now, like, we've seen the page. I've seen that Sherry's Berries is real. I've also been sharing it, spelling it wrong. Mm-hmm. All of that stuff looks delicious. I would happily let them sponsor the show. Please God, we sent your stuff to the commissioner of a pro football league. We will at least. And you need to hook us up. All right.
Yeah, we could do this in person. That's fine as well.
Yeah. Or
That's if
just
you.
we'll figure it out. We're gonna meet. We're
Yeah,
gonna see each
we can.
other in person soon before the next recording session.
Yeah.
Is Callie still down to do the NGWK thing? What do you think?
I'll double check with
Yeah,
her
see
and
what she's
see.
down for. She always has a platform to share her
Oh,
truth.
they have specific products for different zip codes, and
Oh
that one is not. But I, okay, I need you to type in something.
yes,
Um, it's most valuable dad up at the
most
up valuable dad.
valuable dad. Oh, oh.
You see the little football strawberries?
I
Oh,
made sure for our video watchers that they could see it. Can you
awesome.
just get footballs?
I know that's what I was just like. Can I get just that? Oh my god. Hey, that might be something when we get together, maybe we can see if they can customize it a little bit.
Little footballs. You could get the All-Star Dad football, but it says dad in fruit. I'm not looking for that. I need that to say oh, with balloon, happy father. No, I wish I could just get that with just the footballs. That says we're sorry.
Right? Yeah. So you can send like that, and there's like lots of flower arrangements. They sent me to a page
Has to
that's
be a number.
just so there's like a showing gifts in the zip code.
I think it would be pretty funny to call. I'm still on the page here for our listeners here, or excuse me, our watchers. Contact us. There has to be a telephone number. Here it is. Media inquiries for Sherry's Berries. So put that in the list. We will call like one of those numbers there and get someone to help us out with a custom order. I see no reason. All right.
Yeah. All right.
We'll save some of this. So the Sherry's Berries getting
Yeah.
an edible arrangement to the IFL commissioner is now like the number one goal. It's not even about getting the team; it's about just getting him the berries.
I'm so sorry that they had to lose their team. Because I desperately want to send them a little card on it as well,
With the throw,
with the Throb Hogs logo on it. So I mean, we can do the edible arrangement. Like, if it comes down to it, if we have to put our own arrangement together and send him that.
it's far. How will it survive? Oh yeah, if we have to like build it from scratch. Like, all right, so could you put it? I'm sorry, but can you spell sorry out with the pineapples? Great. Now put in some footballs. What do you guys know about arena football? Like, all right, we have these goalposts. I'm like, do you guys have indoor football league goalposts? They're different. Do you have? I find you have fake netting, right? You take the two mesh nets and you put them together, and you put a bar underneath made out of like chocolate or something. There you go.
Be perfect.
All right, let's table that till we meet again.
right.
The Old Bowie Town Grill Good Times episode is coming out this Friday. We'll do something. We'll maybe record. The B-sides. We have a B-sides coming out on Patreon too. That same night.
Yeah, we got 2 episodes coming out this week.
So let's look forward as we wrap up this another edition of the boys' room here, and I get a few more minutes. I'm just gonna tell my son to not pick the Chiefs anymore. He's playing like Patrick Mahomes is good, but his anger is only gonna mount if he keeps playing. These kids online. It's pretty funny. I love this so much more than school, though. Are you kidding me? we have a tent put up in our living room right now. Like, if I'm not doing a podcast, I'm in the shit with him. So trust me, this is good times.
Shit.
Going forward, we have fun stuff happening. We told you about the taping schedule. Let's talk about M3 on the air, right? Let's talk about the beautiful, beautiful Patreon push, the premium content, the big projects we're working on. I'll just briefly start with M3 on the air. That launches on the 29th of June. I'm trying to put together just the launch stream at some point for the 29th. It's not, the guest list isn't set yet. Tyler, if you have time, you can be there. If you can't, don't worry about it. But I'm just trying to have a big fucking I don't think, what's a bugaboo? No, that means you don't like something. Hullabaloo. Just as many people as I can get on a chaotic live stream. No holds barred. Just to celebrate us live on the air as affiliates. come in, sub to the channel, cheer bits, help us get money. If you help us raise money on platforms like Twitch and Patreon, we will buy beefy equipment to make insane After Effects. We will give Tyler the lab he needs.
Arrangement for the IFL commissioner.
Yeah, like the first goal with all of the funds that we bring in, obviously, is to improve our output. Better cameras, better everything. Just better equipment across the board. Audio, we're pretty set. The only thing we would need is just more capacity in case we wanted to have more people.
Yeah.
But video, computers, things like that, they cost a good amount of money, and we don't feel like putting our own in because our partners, they don't like that as much, and I understand. So patreon.com/M3podcast, where you're listening now. Twitch.tv, it will be M3 on the air, and it's not yet. It's still Walski Live. Let it sit. We're going to do some fun stuff there. We're going to be bringing in some extra talent to be on the Twitch channels. Stay tuned for that. Can't really say anything yet because I haven't really locked anything down, but there's lots of talks, lots of things simmering on the pot. And that's it. When it happens, and we'll have a lot of fun there. Tyler, I want to talk briefly before we head out about the two big projects for M3 Production Corporate Limited LLC.
What you got?
So This American blank. I do want to keep that a secret, but it is going to be this American blank. We are going to be, hopefully, we're still in preliminary talks, but it's not preliminary. It seems pretty. It seems pretty much like a done deal.
Yeah.
We're going to be kind of doing.
That'll be.
Oh, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's going to be fun. Essentially, think docu series, kind of, but almost like storytellers.
Yeah, I feel like
MTV storytellers.
It'll be more produced than anything we've done before. Again, like This American Life is obviously what we're kind of parodying, things like that, but that's just more the name. That type of podcast. We want to inform people about the story of a really interesting person we know. And it's not just us telling it from outside perspective. This person is going to be a part of the team and telling it with us and kind of co-hosting a show about himself. Going to be helping to narrate, in a sense, his own biography podcast, whatever. We're going to do it episodically. We're going to try to make it as professional as we can. It's going to be very funny, but I don't think we're going to be the funny people. That's not really going to be our job in this.
We won't have to be.
No.
We'll
No,
probably
we won't.
be laughing the whole time.
No, we won't. And when we tell you, for people who know this person or familiar, you're going to see this and be like, oh my God, there's no way they're going to be able to do this, and trust us. We know. We've worked with this person a little bit, and I think working with them in that little bite-sized bit where you're like, fuck, man, we got to do something bigger. And they wanted to as well. So we do have like a pretty serious, it's going to take a while. That's just one of those, it'll be done when it's done. When it's announced, don't expect it soon. Just expect it when it's done. At the point of when we announce who it's about, we'll make sure we at least have like the official, okay, we're doing it. Everyone has the equipment that they need. And we've put something in the can. One thing in the can, just one session in the can. If I could put one session in the can, then I feel comfortable announcing the full title and who it's about.
Sounds good to me. I like it.
Now, number 2. Do you want to announce? I've been yammering. This has been an Alex heavy episode. Tell him number 2.
I would love to announce number 2.
Please.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
The shit cast. No, come on, dude. It's about Dwayne. All right. How can you forget about Dwayne?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was
Killing
getting
me.
work. I was getting work texts at the same time, and I was just like, "Oh yeah." So just tell the whole thing. Yeah.
Tell him what's going down.
Everybody loves Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I've hit my table like 4 times.
That's fine.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is the goddamn man, and every one of his movies are a classic. AMC classic. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And we're gonna dive in nice and deep and essentially give a review, reaction, just deep dive into every single one of his movies that he's ever done.
Yep. All of them.
The Rundown, Skyscraper, the dentist one.
Tooth Fairy 1 and 2.
Oh my god, he did two of those.
Yes. Me watching the Tooth Fairy was what inspired this. Was
Yeah.
what inspired me. A combination of me not watching movies and us being like, well, then let's find a way to do it. Like, if I could punish myself in one way, just like watch a series of movies by one actor that's all right as an actor.
Escape from Witch Mountain.
You're just, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like these are all, I feel like they're all fake. And then I think, I'm like, wait, I did see a preview for that. He did do that movie. It's nuts.
Shobbs and Haw.
Yeah, so to
Hobbs and Shaw. I said I
Shobbs and Haw. Shobbs and Haw. Next time on Shobbs and Haw. I feel like, oh, and to clarify, so we're not including Fast and Furious movies. Hobbs and Shaw, yes. Now, the reason we don't do Fast and Furious movies is they kind of deserve their own list. It's ensemble. He is kind of the star. Yeah. Maybe we can make an exception if there's like one that he's particularly like the only star. But I think we're just going to not include them. Not to talk shit, but they're just their own.
He's got like 30 other movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I just will omit them. They don't need to be on the list. I feel like they clutter the list up. Yeah. So it's not for any particular reason. It's not to omit them from his. It's just their own thing. You know, we're looking for movies that The Rock was the selling point, because the Fast and Furious movies would have sold without The Rock. He definitely helped sell it more. Like, you know, maybe helped it go the 12 or 18 movies it's at now, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even notice that.
But
I watched the first 2 or 3.
Nah, nobody's watching the Tooth Fairy without Dwayne.
Nobody's watching the Tooth Fairy.
So we are going to watch them all. We are going to rank them all. We are going to find some sort of system to rank them. I feel like a combination of my vote, your vote, fan vote might be helpful, you know, because, you know, if the two of us agree on a placement and then the fans get over it, we'll figure out a system, but it'll be rated by all of us. All of us are going to come together on this for the definitive ranking of every single Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie that he stars in. Stars, co-stars. There's room for breathing there, but we're going to narrow it down because it's like 30, 40, 50 some movies. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So that may not be done this year, but it may. Again, it's another done when it's done. I don't know. Out of the two things we've just told you that we're working on, I couldn't tell you what's going to be done first. It's really just that, you know, like the Rock one is fully in our hands. So maybe that one, because it can totally be done whenever we can get it done. It's just a matter of getting these movies watched and then ranked and then rewatched to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So that's the plan. That's what we're going towards. That's why we need your help. That's why we wanted to put a free premium episode on the main feed for all you people, to show you how hard we work, how much goes into this beautiful union of creativity that is M3. Help us help you. Do you want more bits? You want more mayor?
More director, more Crofton, more IFL.
Do you want a Sherry's Berries arrangement sent weekly to the IFL? Because at a certain level of patronage, there is going to be a weekly budget allocated to like us sending fruit to people.
Yeah.
Help us to help you. That's what's going on with M3. This is the boys' room. This is what it's all about. Director, do you have anything to add on our way out of here?
Nope. I got to go to work.
All right. You go do your work. I appreciate you. The boys, we always appreciate you. And freebies, don't enjoy this. This won't happen a lot. Get on over to patreon.com/M3podcast. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Perfect.